Stand amidst the towering stone pillars of Persepolis today, where the desert wind whispers through the hollow eyes of carved stone bulls. And you are standing at what was once the center of the known world. More than 2,500 years ago, a single decree from this barren plateau could mobilize millions of soldiers across 3 continents.
This is Iran.
A land defined by jagged mountain peaks, vast, unforgiving deserts, and a cultural soul so rich. To understand modern Iran, one must peel back the layers of dust, ash, and gold to reveal a story of Our journey begins in the 6th century before Christ, in a dusty landscape of clay brick towns and nomadic horsemen. Out of this rugged terrain emerged Cyrus the Great. Unlike the brutal conquerors of his era, Cyrus did something revolutionary. He conquered with mercy. As his chariots rolled into the legendary gates of Babylon, he did not burn the city or enslave its people.
Instead, he declared freedom of worship and released captives, engraving these laws onto a clay cylinder that...
His successors built Persepolis, a glittering capital designed to awe the world. Imagine walking through the gate of all nations.
The air is thick with the scent of frankincense and roasted meats.
Under the blazing sun,
But this golden age of the Achaemenid Empire would not last. A shadow was rising in the west.
In the year 330 before Christ, the young Macedonian king, Alexander the Great, breached the gates of Persepolis.
What followed remains one of history's greatest tragedies. Amidst a drunken feast, a torch was thrown.
Within hours, the magnificent wooden ceilings of Persepolis.
Yet, Persia was not dead. It was merely sleeping. Centuries later, from the ashes of Greek and Parthian rule, arose the Sasanian Empire. Reclaiming their ancient heritage, the Sasanians built a sprawling superpower that stood as the ultimate rival to Rome.
Picture the dramatic scene at the Battle of Edessa, where the Roman Emperor Valerian is forced to kneel in the mud before the Persian king Shapur I. The Sasanians fortified the Silk Road, filling their vaulted brick bazaars with the sounds of merchants trading Chinese jade. But as the empire exhausted itself in endless wars against Constantinople, a new storm was brewing in the dry sands of Arabia.
By the mid-7th century, the Sasanian Empire collapsed under the unstoppable momentum of the Arab Islamic armies. The ancient Zoroastrian temples, where sacred fires had burned continuously for over 1,000 years, were slowly extinguished. For many nations, conquest meant erasure. But Persia was different. The conquered Persians did not lose their identity. Instead, they conquered their conquerors from within.
Persian administrators, poets, and scientists became the backbelly of the Islamic Golden Age. In the quiet libraries of Nishapurs, scholars like Avicenna translated ancient philosophy. They traded the sword for the pen, ensuring that while the Arabic language became the tongue of faith, Persian remained the... As the centuries rolled on, Persia endured the devastating horse lords of Genghis Khan and the conquests of Tamerlan. But out of the fragmentation, a new dynasty emerged in the 16th century to forge the boundaries of modern Iran, the Safavids. To unify their empire against the powerful Ottoman Turks, the Safavids declared Shia Islam as the state religion. Under Shah Abbas the Great, the capital was moved to Isfahan. The phrase "Isfahan is half the world" was born in this era, and walking through its streets, you would understand why. The city was a visual masterpiece. Monumental mosques rose toward the heavens, their massive domes covered in intricate blue tiles that mirrored the clear desert sky. At the center of the city lay the Naqsh Jahan Square, where polo matches were played under the watchful eyes of foreigners.
But the modern era brought new, insatiable predators. In the 20th century, the discovery of black gold, oil, beneath the Iranian soil, turned the country.
Rebels. Great Britain and the United States vied for control, orchestrating a coup in 1953 that overthrew Iran's democratically elected.
For a time, Iran looked like a glittering, westernized dream.
In Tehran, high-fashion boutiques lined the avenues, and universities buzzed with intellectual debate. But beneath the surface of this rapid modernization lay a boiling undercurrent of secret police repression, wealth inequality, and cultural displacement.
The tension snapped in 1979.
Millions of citizens took to the streets, their defiant shouts echoing through the smog-filled avenues of Tehran.
The Shah left Iran, and a new revolutionary leadership returned, bringing an end to the pro-Western monarchy and establishing an Islamic Republic. Over political struggles, devastating wars, and severe sanctions, the nation was fundamentally remade. And yet, through the rise and fall of empires, foreign interventions, and internal upheavals, the core of Iran has never truly changed. The modern Iranian walking through the bustling, modern metro stations of Tehran still recites the thousand-year-old poetry of Ferdowsi.
They still celebrate Nowruz, the ancient Persian New Year, welcoming the spring just as their ancestors did in Persia.
Empires crumble, political regimes shift like the desert sands, but the resilient spirit of Persia endures. If you want to travel deeper into the forgotten corners of our global past, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. What ancient empire or modern nation should we reconstruct next? Tell us in the comments below.